Hi folks, I'm here in Wellesley at Elm Park, the site of the Sprague Memorial Clock Tower behind me. It was erected in 1928 as a memorial to the townspeople of Wellesley and to Isaac Sprague, who was a prominent citizen here in Wellesley in the 1800s. Let me give you a little bit of history. Wellesley was originally founded as part of Dedham, Massachusetts. Dedham was incorporated in 1635, and in 1711 a part of Dedham split off to form the town of Needham, which also included Wellesley, which at the time was known as West Needham. And then in 1881 the town of West Needham, or the section of West Needham, split off from Needham to form the town of Wellesley. And this memorial was erected for the people of Wellesley. It sits at the junction of Washington Street and Route 9, which was the old Worcester Turnpike, on a site that used to be the old Elm Hotel, which basically in the early 1800s hosted a lot of people traveling on the old Worcester Pike Road from Boston out west to the western part of the state. So I'm going to turn this around and show you guys a little bit more. So basically, after Wellesley was formed, they built this tower on the site of the old hotel, as I mentioned. It's 65 feet tall. It was built in a Georgian revival style, and it was completed in 1928. It's made of granite fieldstone and blue slate. It's got a clock in the top of it on all four sides, as well as a bell tower. The design of the tower was by Benjamin Proctor Jr., and the clock and the bell were manufactured by master craftsmen at the E. Howard Watch and Clock Company of Boston. We'll get a little closer now. And on this plaque, hopefully you can see it, it was presented in 1874 by John W. Shaw at a local elementary school. And as you can see, it says, "To the town of Needham for the village of Brantville, and long served in the public school which carried his name. To his memory and that of the little group of good citizens of the 1860s and the 1870s, to whom we owe so much. This clock tower was erected by public funds in 1928. So this park is a beautiful park. I'll turn the camera around so you can see. And it was intended as a welcome area for people coming through Wellesley, so they could stop, take in the views, and take a rest as they were traveling, as I said, either into Boston or out west. So it's a nice spot to come if you want a picnic. You can see there are some people out here enjoying the day. And it's definitely one of the really nice areas in Wellesley that's worth checking out, and has a little history behind it as well. The clock tower the bells no longer ring. They shut them off for some reason. What I heard was it was because the townspeople were getting annoyed because the bells rang at all hours of the night. So they used to be used to welcome home soldiers after wars, for big events in town, like if there was a fire or weddings and things like that. But they no longer ring the bell, but the clock still works. They repair it when it needs to be repaired. It was updated about 3 years ago with electronics to keep it on time and change it for daylight savings as well. So that's a little bit of history of this place. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day.